One of the most important actions a consultant performs is that of building relationships. Building relationships helps you create clients and strategic partnerships. There are phases or stages that a consultant goes through in building a relationship. I follow a 5-stage relationship model, and that is the model I'll be explaining in this video. And I'll be explaining it with the help of a baseball analogy, an analogy that is based on a true story. The true story is the story of Billy Beane, the general manager for the Oakland A's, and what Beane did to rebuild the team in 2002. Hi, I'm Laura Burford, here with another consulting insight. And today's insight is all about the stages of relationship building, an action you don't want to skip. That is, if you want clients. If you're interested in more consulting insights, consider subscribing to the channel and clicking on the bell to be notified when the next video is available. As you listen to this video, if you find it helpful, consider giving a thumbs up. And if you're interested in assessing yourself, assessing your consulting knowledge, download the consultant assessment document. I'll include a link to the document in the description area below. One of the COVID pandemic positives is I caught up on movies and books that I had been meaning to get around to. One of those movies and the related book just happened to be Moneyball. The movie, which came out in 2011, is based on the book by Michael Lewis called Moneyball, The Art of Winning an Unfair Game. In the movie, Brad Pitt plays Billy Beane, the general manager for the Oakland Athletics, or the Oakland A's, the year 2002. Billy Beane was devastated that in 2001, the Oakland A's lost the American League Division Series to the New York Yankees. To make matters worse, at the end of the season, the Oakland A's lost several key players to free agency. It happens. Make no mistake, Beane was regarded as an excellent general manager, but the Oakland A's budget couldn't compete with the budgets of many of the other ball teams. The Oakland A's budget was only approximately $39 million, compared to the New York Yankees budget of $174 million. Billy Beane and the Oakland A's simply couldn't financially compete with the other major league teams for talent, for players. The dollars just weren't there. In the movie, Billy Beane meets with Peter Brand, a Yale economic graduate who uses statistics to evaluate players. In real life, there is no Peter Brand, but the use of statistics to evaluate players is what Billy Beane did. He used statistics to help him recruit undervalued players because Billy Beane knew, and this is a quote from the movie, "You get on base, we win. You don't, we lose." Billy Beane realized it was important to connect with the ball and get on base. He realized he didn't need to have the best players. He only needed to have players that could get on base. Moneyball highlights how one person's drive, Billy Beane's drive, to rebuild a team and to use an innovative approach that was different than was being used by the other major league teams to help him recruit players, changed the baseball industry forever. Beane also knew that no matter how successful you are, change is good. He was successful. But he knew he had to change how the Oakland A's were recruiting people because simply he didn't have the money. He had to figure out a different way to compete. I'll come back to Billy Beane towards the end of this video. So here is how relationship building and baseball start being alike. When building a relationship to create a client, you need to get on base. You need to get on base if you want clients. You don't need to have the best website. Actually, you don't even need a website or the slickest looking brochure or business cards. You don't have to have tons of money. Billy Beane needed to figure out how to recruit players without tons of money. And if you're a solo consultant or a small consulting business, there's a very good chance you have limited funds, just like Billy Beane and the Oakland A's. What you do need to do is to get on first base. First base is connecting. You need to connect, get known, and nurture a relationship, building trust, creating a client. You can't assume that the first time you connect with a person, you will hit a home run and that person will become a client. I wish that was the case, but it rarely happens. You can't assume you will connect and even get on first base. How many times have you seen a baseball player get up to bat and strike out? They never get on first base. The same thing is true if you're a consultant. Reaching out to connect with people you believe fit your ideal client criteria. To build relationships, you need to concentrate on getting on first base. Because if you don't get on first base, you never get to second base and you don't win. Let me explain the relationship model by walking around the bases. You're in the dugout. It is your turn to bat. You stand up. You take a deep breath. You evaluate the field, and you picture yourself at the plate. You know that if you can get to first base, you'll be able to get to second base, third base, and finally home. In your mind, you walk through your strategy and game plan. You get ready to hit that ball. You get ready to connect with that ball. You're at home plate. The first stage of the relationship model, the connect stage. Standing at home plate, you're ready to hit or connect the bat and the ball. Connecting can be one of the hardest activities you do when building a relationship because you need to decide with whom to connect and how to connect. What is the best way to connect with that person? There are 3 key strategies to consider. One is strategic networking, another is strategic referrals, and the third is strategic targeted outreach. One of the best techniques to help you connect is using a personalized message. If you're not sure how to write a personalized message, check out the video on how to write a personalized message. There's a link in the description area below. Can you connect by writing, speaking, podcasts, and videos? Yes. You will never hear me say you can't. But writing, speaking, podcasts, and videos, it's like standing still on home plate with a bat, not swinging it, and hoping the pitcher throws the ball directly at the bat and they connect. The ball needs to find you, and that may never happen. The best way to connect is to be proactive, and proactive means strategically networking, strategically asking and helping other people with referrals, and strategic targeted outreach. The three can be used in conjunction with one another or individually. Well, guess what? You're now on first base. First base is the second stage of the relationship strategy. This is the get to know stage. As you stand on first base, you work to get to know the other person, and you help them get to know you. You maintain a professional presence, and with the help of your stories, your profile, and by articulating your point of view, you show you are real and genuine. You work to continually provide value. You follow the 80-20 rule. As you get to know one another, you continually remember consulting is not about you. It is about the other person. The reason to constantly provide value. If you do not know what I mean by point of view, or you want more information on the 80-20 rule, there are 2 videos on the YouTube channel. Links to both the videos are down below in the description area. As you stand on second base, the third stage of the relationship model, or the nurture stage, you continue building the relationship by showing you are reliable and dependable. Your words, actions, and how you make the other person feel results in establishing trust. The other person trusts you not only as a person, but they build enough trust to believe that you can help them achieve what they need to achieve so that they can succeed. Another ball gets hit, and you move off the second base to third base. Third base is the fourth stage of the relationship model. This stage is known as the ask and offer stage. With trust established, the person feels comfortable enough to ask you to help them. Or maybe the relationship is solid enough that you ask them if they might be interested in your help. In this stage, you discuss what the person is trying to achieve. You listen carefully, and you ask questions. You ascertain if you can help them. And if the answer is yes, you craft a proposal that hopefully leads to a signed contract. You've crossed home plate. You have a signed contract, and you've moved into the last of the 5 stages of the relationship model, the stay in touch or the remain in touch stage. The client has said yes to the proposal. You have a signed contract, and it is now time for you to deliver with excellence on the promise that you made. But you don't stop there. You continue to nurture the relationship, and you never stop nurturing that relationship. There are 5 stages to the relationship model. Stage 1, connect. Stage 2, get to know. Stage 3, nurture. Stage 4, ask and offer. And stage 5, stay in touch or remain in touch. Can you skip stages? I guess you can try, but just like you can't skip bases to score a run in baseball, I don't recommend you try to skip stages when building relationships. I've watched more than one consultant connect and immediately try to sell. Neither person knows one another. Trust hasn't been established. And then the consultant wonders what went wrong. Why was the person not interested? Particularly when they knew the other person could use their help. How did the 2002 season end for Billy Beane and the Oakland A's? The team did quite well. with the A's winning the American League West, but losing to the Minnesota Twins in the American League Division Series. Beane's innovation and creativity paid off. And he did it without tons of money. His aim was to recruit players that could get on first base, because if they got on first base, he knew their chances of getting on second and third base were pretty good. At the end of the season, the Boston Red Sox realized analyzing players with the help of statistics was the future of baseball. Beane changed the baseball industry forever. The Boston Red Sox offered Beane a $12.5 million contract to be their general manager. Beane turned the Red Sox down, deciding to remain in Oakland. 2 years later, the Boston Red Sox won the World Series with the help of a new approach for recruiting players. What is the takeaway of the story? You don't need tons of money to create clients. What you do need is to be creative. You need to be innovative. You need to develop a relationship strategy and a related plan that works for you so that you connect with the right people. Evaluate how you build relationships, creating clients and meaningful trusted relationships. And let me know in the comments below if you need to change how you're approaching building relationships. If you have a relationship strategy and related plan, are you getting on first base? Or are you simply winging it and skipping bases, hoping to create clients? Or, as Billy Beane realized, is it time to tear apart what you've been doing and rebuild? Is it time to start over and think strategically about your relationship strategy? Thank you for taking the time to listen to this video. If you're interested in assessing yourself, download the consultant assessment document. A link to the document is in the description area below. I referred to 3 videos, one on the 80-20 rule, or how to provide value, the best way to provide value, another on writing a personalized message, and the final one on how to create your own point of view. Links have been posted in the description area. Thank you for taking the time to listen to this video. If you're interested in assessing yourself, download the consultant assessment document. A link to the document is in the description area below. I refer to 3 videos that tied to building relationships. One was how to write a personalized message, another on creating your own point of view. Your point of view is your differentiator. And the final one deals with the 80-20 rule, which is all about providing value. Links to the 3 videos have been posted in the description area below as well. Finally, don't forget to subscribe, click on the bell, and if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. I look forward to seeing you on a future Consulting Insight video. Until then, take care.